guys, and welcome back to Marvel Hub. This is the Gaming Revolution here, and today we are going to be talking about Phase 4 of the MCU once again here on the channel. There is a lot to discuss for Phase 4, so make sure you do drop a like on this video as well as subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything regarding Phase 4, because we still have a load of discussion videos that are going to be coming within the future, because there were so many hints and stuff like that within Avengers Endgame towards Phase 4. But today, specifically, I want to be talking about the Loki TV show that is going to be a part of Disney Plus when it launches. So obviously within Infinity War, Loki did die due to Thanos killing him, and Thanos says this time no resurrection, so he's not going to fake his death this time. I'm pretty confident he is dead within the main universe. However, within Avengers Endgame we were introduced into the multiverse, which is the fact that there are an infinite amount of universes with an infinite amount of possibilities, and when we traveled back in time through the quantum realm to retrieve the Infinity Stones, we obviously went back to the Battle of New York, and when we went back to this battle, Loki managed to escape with the tesseract, and when he escaped with the tesseract, what this means is that we changed the outcome of that universe, so it does not change the future events. When you go back in time, this was made clear throughout the movie, when you go back in time, you are not able to change your future. If you ever change something within the past, all it'll do is it'll create a parallel universe where that outcome happens, but it's happening simultaneously to your own universe too. So there is one universe now where Loki has escaped to the Battle of New York, which is going to mess up that universe's future. But the thing that I want to point out is now that the multiverse is introduced, anytime a character dies, are they really dead? Well, no, because there is an infinite amount of other versions of that character within the infinite amount of other multiverses. So even though, spoiler warning, Tony Stark died within Avengers Endgame, is he really dead? Not really, because there's an infinite amount of other Tony Starks within other universes, and I think this is how Loki is going to be alive within the TV show. And Anthony Russo, one of the Russo brothers, did confirm this within an interview today. I will leave a link to wegotThisDiscovered.com down in this video's description. So while speaking with the Los Angeles Times, director Anthony Russo, who directed Avengers Endgame obviously, confirmed that this was indeed the case, saying Loki could still be alive in an alternate universe. So even though Loki managed to escape with the Tesseract within New York in 2012, that is now another universe. However, not only is he still alive within that universe, but there's obviously a load of other universes where he'll be alive too. But I think the TV show will be following the future of that universe. Now we know that the TV shows are going to tie in with Phase 4, so what I think is going to happen is I think the Loki from that universe will somehow find a way to make his way to our universe. That's what I think is going to happen. Similar to at the end of Avengers Endgame, we obviously killed Thanos at the beginning of the movie, but Thanos came from the past to the present once we made our way back to our own universe. However, that was from the alternate timeline as we changed the events when we went back to collect the Infinity Stones. Although Captain America did replace the Infinity Stones at the end of the movie, we still have altered things when we went back in time, which is going to just create alternate parallel universes. So there have been recent leaks regarding Spider-Man Far From Home, which is going to be the last Phase 3 movie, which is going to be an epilogue to Avengers Endgame, and we have learned that apparently Mysterio, the villain of that movie, is going to be introduced to Spider-Man by Fury, and he's going to let him know that he's from another world, he's from another timeline. So somehow, due to us traveling through the quantum realm and going back in time, I think it's caused some sort of ripple effect to the universe where we're going to see within the future of the MCU that a ton of stuff and crazy shenanigans is going to be coming from a ton of other universes, because obviously at the end of the movie, Tony Stark says that essentially by us changing the events, those other events that we have changed have come back to bite us in the ass, which was obviously because Thanos made his way over to our timeline from the past. So if Mysterio is also coming from another timeline, then I think this is going to set up the future of the MCU, and I think that the Loki TV show will be following the Loki within the alternate timeline where he escaped with the Tesseract in the Battle of New York, and I think somehow that alternate timeline will tie into our main storyline somehow, and Loki will be reintroduced, but he's going to be a version from another timeline. That is what I think is going to happen, and it would make sense because there was another leak recently that says that the snap that Tony Stark did at the end of Avengers Endgame has caused rips within the dimensions, and so what I think is going to happen is a ton of the universes will be colliding together, and it's going to lead to a ton of villains and stuff like that, and maybe even heroes coming in from other universes. Obviously, we are going to be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3 as well, but this is going to be with Thor now, as well as Valkyrie, so it's essentially going to be the Asgardians of the Galaxy, and within that movie we'll most likely be collecting Gamora, but from the other universe, the younger self before she died at Vormir within Infinity War, and that's probably going to be the plot of that movie. So I think within the future of the MCU, now that the multiverse has been introduced, it's going to lead to a very confusing storyline, because there's going to be a ton of universes and stuff like that merging together, and I think this is how Loki is going to come back. As I said, I'm not sure what I think of this, because it means that anytime a character dies, another one can just come back from another universe theoretically, but we'll just have to see how Marvel handle all of this. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Marvel news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.